A series of unsolved murders in Indianapolis more than 3 years ago may be tied to teens armed with weapons.
A mother who lost her child to gunfire thinks that her son's killer is dead, but still doesn't know why. Fox 59's Russ McQuaid tries to find that answer in tonight's Indy Unsolved.
These are the Washington Point apartments on the city's east side, where 16-year-old Amir Ford was shot to death on a sunny afternoon in August of 2020. It was a Sunday, and Amir Ford was walking back to the apartment he shared with his mom and several brothers and sisters when someone shot at him from a Chevy Trailblazer that had been circling the parking lot.
When I pull up, I see my son laying there. I see people everywhere. I see an ambulance. There was bullet holes reeking everywhere in cars, and I think it was like 17 shell casings. He was a drummer.
There was a principal at Warren Central High School who kept his eye on Amir, and he had a twin sister at home and took his friends to church and was found with a gun just a few months before he died.
He was very remorseful. He was very sorry, very apologetic. I don't know if it came from a friend, but Amir didn't carry a gun.
But police say at least someone Amir knew did. 2 teens were found shot to death, another wounded on North Emerson Avenue in the spring of 2020, just a month after Ford's mom caught her son with a gun. One of the dead teenagers was a brother of Amir's friend. His mom said he was upset about that. Investigators think the killings had to do with the sale of guns.
What is it with 16-year-old boys and guns in this town?
I don't know, it's like that makes them cool. It's like it makes them a part of something that they don't need to be a part of, and they don't know it until it's too late.
Later that summer, 10 days before Amir was shot to death, someone killed a 17-year-old Indianapolis boy outside of a field house in Fishers. In a murder investigators think was linked to the fatal Emerson gun deal a few months earlier. 4 murders, 3 crime scenes stretching from the east side of the city to Hamilton County. Indy teenagers gunned down, likely because of their fascination with firearms.
More pictures of him.
Detective told Amir Ford's mom she will probably never see her son's killer in court.
The person of interest who they had in mind of is now deceased. I still, to this day, don't even know what even happened.
Amir's mother didn't want her name or face on TV. She says she fears her son's killer may still be out there, or she doesn't want to be insulted or harassed on social media. Such as it is in Indianapolis these days, when a grieving mother can be victimized twice, once by her child's murder and again by the anticipated social media backlash. Sometimes it's just not a matter of knowing who, but also why. With Indy Unsolved, I'm Russ McQuaid.
If you know anything about the murder of Amir Ford, you can call Crime Stoppers, and remember, you can always share information anonymously.